Welcome, friends. This is Mike Collins, Healthway Compounding Pharmacy. Welcome to another prescriber spotlight where we again have Dr. Dawn Johnson.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So today we're going to explore another part about weight loss. We often get asked in our pharmacy about how to lose weight. And so our topic today, to go along with some of the other videos that we've talked about, is going to be about food, healthy eating, healthy food choices. So as part of your consultation with your patients, trying to direct them to the proper way to lose weight, talk to us about food and healthy choices. What are some of the things that you would give to your patients to help them?
Mike, I'm so grateful that you asked me to talk about this because It's so important. I have people ask me this every day. And I'm not going to recommend a diet. I'm not even going to tell you to exercise. Those are important, but there's one thing that I find everybody can start doing today, and it makes a difference for your health and your weight loss.
Perfect.
It's called chewing your food.
Wow.
I know.
So chewing. So do you physically count how many times you chew, or is it a length of time we chew, or how we chew, or tell us a little more?
Sure. Well, first let me tell you that chewing is super important because there's these proteins called digestive enzymes in our mouth that we actually don't have in our stomach. So when we skip this important part, we then ask our stomach to do things that it can't do, and that creates inflammation, and that creates weight gain. Right. So by backing up and chewing, we actually are creating health and hopefully some weight loss. Now, yes, I would like for you to possibly count, although you don't necessarily have to. If you just kind of get a rough idea and chew more than you're currently doing, that can be beneficial. Or if you want, you can count 25 to 50 times, which at first you won't be able to do, but eventually it'll become a habit and you'll see and feel the benefits.
Perfect. So diving into some of the different types of healthy eating programs. I mean, there's so many out there, from Weight Watchers to all different types and sorts. How do you help people kind of sort through that side of eating and how to, whether they count carbs or calories or whatever, what types of advice can you give patients about that?
All the programs work. Okay. They all have data. You need to find out what works best for you.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to know. So that's good. So any other nutritional tips that you might give someone that would sort of help them to understand what they should stay away from, or is there even testing to find out what foods that they shouldn't be eating?
Yes. So I first want to say real food. That hands down is so important. Sugar-free this, fat-free that, in a package. Those aren't healthy choices. They may be in a quick situation when you're running and you got to grab something. I get that.
Right.
I'm human too.
Right.
But the overall reach for food should be out of the refrigerator, something that came out of the ground or from an animal. That's your best go-to.
Perfect.
There are labs available for testing if you may have intolerance to gluten, dairy, eggs. These are very common food sources of inflammation and allergy, and they get in our way of losing weight and being healthy.
And what we're saying is that inflammation causes weight gain, right?
If
we can get the sometimes people will talk about inflammation as like a fire going on in our body, and we've got to try to put that fire out, or at least get it down to a dull roar so that it's not totally affecting all of our metabolism and issues like that, correct?
Absolutely.
Sure. So that's good. Anything else that you want to tell your patients about what types of things that we would work around food?
Well, I would love for your food environment to be pleasant, to be not stressful, not in front of the computer, not while fighting with your children. Now, sometimes that's gonna happen, and it may, but in general, if you could have a nice, peaceful environment, a healthy relationship with your food, then you'll be healthier too.
Yeah, that's really great. So, well, that's good. Well, thank you for spending some time with some of our friends out there today, and we appreciate it. And hopefully you will contact Dr. Johnson if you have any weight issues that you'd like to discuss with her. She's available to meet with you and go over some of these other issues that we've discussed in previous ones. So thanks, Dr. Johnson. Yes, and stay healthy, my friends.